What is up, everybody? I'm Alex Winkink, Michael the company man, the numbers guy. Welcome back into the boardroom, all of you executives. I hope that you've had a great day. We got a great box tonight. This is not a new one to the channel, but it's very unique. Every single month I get this box in. You saw it in the thumbnail. No sense in jaw-jacking or delaying. We've got Video Games Monthly, the big boy box, the I want to say it's like $90, $91 shipped, roughly. I think it's $79.99, 10 games. You know the games I get: Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, and Nintendo 64. And this is one of my favorite boxes we do on this channel. I love getting this box every single month. I love the nostalgia. Every single time I open it, gives me a great gut punch. I love sharing that in the comments with you guys. That nostalgia punch right in the gut. Just living down, going down memory lane. It's amazing. It's an incredible feeling. And that's why I love this box. I will link Video Games Monthly down below. If you haven't checked them out, check them out. You know the routine. 3, 5... I think it's like 3 or 4 or 5, and then 7 or 8 games, all the way up to 10 games. Different tiers, different price points, every single system virtually imaginable. You can choose, curate your own boxes, all kinds of good stuff. Again, linked down below, videogamesmonthly.com. I think they are definitely worth a check out. And as far as a video game mystery box goes, this is a hard one to pass up. If you're into retro games, or even more of the modern era type games, this is a good value. This is a great way to get yourself some different games that maybe you normally wouldn't pick up at a good price point. But either way, enough of me talking. Let's get into the July 2020 10-game Video Games Monthly box. And this comes in a mailer. And is there any tape to cut? No, there's no tape. So we're going to pull this flap out and see what we got this month in July. Nice! So we got a 1-up already. So that's another thing that I have explained before. And like I said, if you all aren't new here, 1-up, 2-up, 3-up, or even a personally curated box by the owners of the company. And I've seen one person, I believe, unbox that, and it was just loaded. I mean, they loaded that thing. I think that's kind of like the grand prize. You also can share your findings or what you get on Facebook, I think, to enter into a chance to get more games. But here we go. Oh, this is different here. What do we got here? Old School Gamer Magazine. So this is a little flyer for that. That's kind of neat. And then looks like you have, if you subscribe to the magazine, you get a little keychain there. So there's a little flyer in there for that. That's kind of a cool little touch. Then there's your Video Games Monthly card. This month, our little extra throw-in. Looks like we got some stickers. A little Mario and Yoshi action there. Not too bad. And then here's the business card. So let's jump into these games here. Oh, man. I'm pumped. I love this little box. This thing's a ton of fun. Oh, my God. I just saw... Oh, my gosh. It has finally come. This game had to have... It was so mass-produced, and it has finally come my way. Right in the top, right off the rip, we've got one of the best, if not the best game on Nintendo 64. It is definitely arguable, but we've finally got WCW NWO Revenge. If you didn't play this game, I feel sorry for you. I loved this game so much. Everybody, I think everybody did. Massive roster, fun as all get out. It was incredible. The control scheme was really top-notch. Very intuitive. It was really funny how it worked. Like, I mean, when you first started to play it, you're like, what in the world is the controls like this? And then you start to really kind of get into it. You're like, okay, it's not too bad, but it was definitely a different control scheme for that time. But super happy to get this. Probably not a ton of value here because they made so many, and I'm surprised it took this long for this to come my way. But this is awesome. WCW NWO Revenge. I will take that all day long. That is our first 64 game. Next up, oh man, oh my gosh, another banger as far as I'm concerned. We got for the Sega Genesis Road Rash 2. I think Road Rash is probably a little bit better, the original one. I don't quite remember though which one I played a ton of. But you gotta love Road Rash. Why they haven't remade this on modern consoles, I have no idea. There's nothing better than racing motorcycles and trying to beat each other off of them all the way down to the final stretch with baseball bats and all kinds of weapons. These games are just awesome. I love Road Rash, and I don't remember. I'm going to have to pop this in and see if this is the one I played. I feel like it was the first one, though, because I feel like one of them had, maybe it was for the PlayStation, I think, is what I was playing. I'm pretty sure mine was a disc-based game. Man, that kills me that I can't remember. Because didn't the Genesis one have, like, the taller cartridge with the little yellow thing on it? I don't remember. You guys have to help me out in the comments below. But still, I love Road Rash. Road Rash 2. That's 2 for 2 in this box already. And we should have 11 games with the 1-up. So we'll keep this bad boy going here. This is another... I have a different version of this, but not a bad game to pick up at all for the Sega Genesis. Mortal Kombat 2. I think I got Mortal Kombat 2 Tournament Edition a couple times ago. But still, cards are in great shape here, too. Remember, I get all cartridges because if I got loose discs, I'd be devastated. I couldn't do it. So, Mortal Kombat 2, I mean, what can be said about Mortal Kombat that hasn't already been before? Great fighting game. It was absolutely awesome on these consoles as well. So, that's not a bad get at all. Definitely not unhappy to pick that up. Let's get into this next one. Oh, my God! I played the bejesus out of this game. I loved it. And I hear you all in the comments all the time about the Disney games. But for me, this was the Disney game on the right console. Disney's Aladdin on the Super Nintendo. Now, the cartridge is a little bit roughed up. Just the label. It's seen better days. But man, this was an awesome game. I loved this game on Super Nintendo. And it's so funny because I tried to play it on the Sega, and I didn't like it as much on the Sega. But we used to rent this all the time at the grocery store and play this. This was great. I must have beat this game so many times. This is awesome to get. This is like a really great box, man. I'm like, these are all the games that I used to play. So let's get into this next one here. We've got Battle Tanks for the Nintendo 64. I don't remember playing much of this. Honestly, I can't remember. You all are going to have to let me know how good this was. I don't remember playing it at all. I feel like I've seen it played, though, but I don't remember. So that's 5 out of 11 so far. Next up, I see this one for the regular Nintendo. This was actually sent to me by my good friend, Andy. So Andy sent this to me, my buddy, Dapper Phoenix Gaming. So he's Dapper Phoenix on YouTube. This was his first ever, kind of Let's Play, his first playthrough. He called it Dapper Phoenix's Retro Revenge on YouTube. And this is Faxanadu. Now, I thought I put this on my list of games that I already have, but for some reason, I got another one. So I'll have to go back and check that, because if you don't add these to your list pretty quick, you're going to get duplicates. So I need to check that out since I already got this one, and his cart was absolutely immaculate. And this one actually is too. This is actually a good little game to get. I loved watching his playthrough of it. It actually was really cool to kind of see the whole game. And he did it in like 15-minute segments, which made it really nice. But Faxanadu for the regular Nintendo, you gotta love the old school RPG. So next up, I don't know about this one. You all are gonna have to help me out. I've never played this game, but we got Knight Rider for the regular Nintendo. What does that say right there? You drive the car from the hit TV series. You got it. I don't know. That can't. Maybe it's good. I don't know. I shouldn't say it can't be good, but I never played Knight Rider for the Nintendo. There's no, just didn't happen. Did not happen. So let me know in the comments below about Knight Rider if anybody played it. I don't know. Because sometimes you all do. You're like, oh man, that game was awesome. I'm like, are you serious? Oh my gosh. Next up here, we have something I have never seen before for Sega Genesis. We got Quackshot starring Donald Duck. Now, don't tell me this is one of those games y'all are like, oh, Quackshot. There's no way. I know you're trolling me if you're doing it. There's no way this is like a banger of a game. Maybe it is. I don't know. I love Donald. Out of all the Disney characters, Donald, as far as like the animated ones or whatnot, the original ones, Donald Duck is by far my favorite. So that, I don't know. I probably won't pop this in and play it, but let me know if it's any good. We still have 3 games left, so we'll get back into regular Nintendo. Now, this was a cool game right here. I actually forgot this existed until this very moment, but we got Arch Rivals, a basket brawl for the regular Nintendo. I totally forgot about that. I'm trying to remember. Man, it's been so long ago that I played this. I can hardly remember what it was, but Arch Rivals for the regular Nintendo, where it's a basketball based on the arcade Smash. So that's where I played it. I think I played it on the arcade, not on the Nintendo. I'm pretty sure that's right. So that's not a bad little get either. So we got 2 left, and this is another one that I think a lot of you love, and I think this is a duplicate as well for me. But we got Ducktales on the regular Nintendo, on the NES. This is a very beautiful copy of this. I thought I already had this, though. I think I already got this, but there's no telling. I'll have to look through my my game collection and see. But this is not a bad get. I'm pretty sure a lot of you said this was a really great game to get. So not too shabby there. We got 1 left, and I saw it, and I got to tell you, this is another one that I loved playing as a kid. We've got for the Sega Genesis Vector Man. There was a Vector Man 1 and 2. This is a really unique, cool game where you get these little balls and then you shoot them back out. It's a really awesome game, really cool platformer. I love this. I actually like the first one better than the second one as well. But this is a really cool get. I actually am going to throw this in and try it. This will probably be the first thing I pop in and just try to remember. And every time I do that, I'm like, oh, this is awful. But either way, that is our Video Games Monthly Box for the month of July. Once again, I mean, man, you've got the WCW NWO, you've got the Aladdin, you've got the Vector Man for me, Road Rash 2, Faxanadu. I mean, this is a really cool box. I mean, even if value-wise, I don't know. You get on eBay, you price it all out. I don't know. Is it worth $91? It may or may not be. But the experience of getting this stuff, I feel like there's some value in that sometimes, sometimes you're going for value in boxes, there's no doubt. But in this case, I think the experience has some contribution to it. But, as always, what I say means nothing. Let me know in the comments below what you thought of this month's Video Games Monthly. And once again, I say it every single video, and I'll say it again, thank you so much for everything that you all have done for me, for allowing me to do this, for being a part of this amazing community, for supporting this channel the way that you do. It's absolutely tremendous. We are continuing to grow. It has far surpassed my expectations for this year or even within the next 3 to 5 years. And I hope that I can continue that momentum and continue to capture and bring in more and more people and just kind of build this this amazing community we have going on. But once again, thank you for everything. Check me out live Sundays, 5 p.m. Central Time for the Alex Michael live sessions every single Sunday. Check me out on Instagram. Probably the best place to get updates and things like that. That's Wink Inc. W1NKINC. But that's it for this one, and I will see you all on the next one.